But the wide plank that goes across between the showers and the small bomb room, it makes a low pitch thud. So even if you're in the back, you can tell where they're coming from. And it's things like that that we teach.
Well, here's my question. If we do decide to go competitive inside this merging of clans, is there like a time requirement? Because there's days when I can't really get on, and I don't want to make any trouble for anybody like that. Is there a requirement to go to every practice if you want to go competitive?
No, the practices are done. We generally try to do, when we're at full strength, we were trying to do 1 or 2 a week. And there's several of us that can lead them. One thing we like to do is get a room, and a lot of times is we'll run through the practice, and then when we're done with the practice, we'll run it over another time, because people have different ideas and things they want to try. And then we'll split up into 2 different sides. If you're worried about your KD, it's a bad time for KD. Once you've been trained and you go against a room with people that know the same things you know, life is tough. It's a hell of a lot of fun. So as far as time, no. Look, we stopped playing Warren with the last hack wave. We just started back into it. We do a lot of the upper clans. I don't want to say pro clan because we're not what we once were. But they have nerf clans, and what you do is you go around in your nerf clan and you look to see who would be somebody decent to compete against, or who is somebody that hacks and things of that nature. And when we do that, that's kind of the crazy time. We try new stuff. It's not as serious as when you put your catalyst tag on and you go into clan.
Round start.
So as far as time requirements, no, we like people to be active just because we like to have plenty of people to pub with and basically have basically have fun with. The biggest thing that we are, and one of the things I appreciate about y'all's group is we are 100% legit. We do not tolerate hacks, glitches. We don't tolerate any of it. It's just something. Our whole thing is built on HAG, and that's honor amongst gamers. And that's one thing that there's no gray area, nothing else. If you hack, you're gone. We had a full team doing that, much like LGC does now. When we had all of that going, we would not only kick you from the clan, but we turned you over to CDL.
That's something I like, because we were trying to get one of our members to do the same thing, but he's not on enough to do it. And it's better, we like to pre-check them before we even send them to LGC and waste our time with that.
I totally appreciate that. Right now, Arrow has just gotten certified for LGC, but he is we call it AHS, it's Anti-Hack Squad. He's figured out right now. One of the best guys to ever do team views and everything else actually came from Catalyst. That's Engineer. He has since retired from the game. God bless him. He has joined the American military, and he is fighting for our country right now, or about to go and fight for our country. I said we were a family. He and I actually keep in touch with one another. And then we also have Vanquish in our clan that does anti-hack. So we have several of them. The leader, the guy that started Clean, Smoking Guns. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him.
Oh yeah.
He was actually a member of our clan. He and I were clanmates for quite some time. Clean was founded off of Gorka Soldiers, which was turned into Catalyst. So everything you see with Clean actually came from Gorka Soldiers, from how they clan war to how they do team views and everything else. And you can ask Smokin, tell him Rev told you, and he will have to admit it. Smokin learned to do team view and everything else from Engineer. And when they started Clean was having a whole bunch of problems. Engineered actually branched out and did his time doing our stuff, and he was also helping Clean get started. Smoking Guns was a Gorka soldier, which was one of the most feared clans in Combat Arms for the first year Combat Arms was in. I mean, we would take it to Paroxysmy, Pro Corps, the whole 9 yards. Sandy would come to our event, and he's our guys to hacking, spend an hour team viewing him, and he'd never find anything. Not because we were hiding something, just because they were that good.
Round start.
And if you just watch some of the way some of our guys play, you can actually see, and if you listen to us on Vent, you can see why people accuse us of jamming. We call out to each other. If you've ever been on Vent with Arrow, he calls out where everybody is on the map. As soon as he dies, he tells you exactly where they're going. And we have little names for every spot on the map. So he says they're going small door, they're going double door, they're going hole in the wall. You know exactly where the guy's going. Now ask me some tough questions. Halo and our buddies, y'all want to send me with anything?
Do you have a hairy back?
Yes, I do. I'm 42 years old. I'm 6'1", 230 pounds. My background is, let's see, competitive-wise, I played semi-pro soccer. That's the competitive side. I played every sport you can think of growing up. And right now, I run 50 businesses in Texas and Louisiana.
Wow.
No, it's not a wow. It's not a big. It sounds big. It's not big. Broken's probably been in some of my
I have.
I didn't know you could have bordellos down there.
Must have a lot of bars.
I work for the Mexican phone company.
Wait. What do you mean I've been in some of your businesses?
I said you probably
They say
have.
it's
I work for
bars.
the Mexican phone company. No, y'all never been to the Mexican phone company?
I never heard of. Well, I can't remember the punchline.
Taco Bell.
Oh, Taco Bell.
Yuck.
Oh, I love Taco Bell.
That's it.
I'm coming to Texas and taking you out to dinner.
Round start.
No.
But yep, that's my back. Serb is a
Round start.
techie. He is
Yeah, we got to talk to Serb tonight for a while.
okay. He is involved. He's in the Northeast. He's involved in some kind of hospital setting, but he does the computer stuff in Austin office and several other places. Big Ack, the other gentleman in the clan, he's been around almost as long as I
Round
have.
start.
Big Ack is actually a prison something, like prison guard. It was actually some big mass murderer that was on TV and video and all that. Big Ack was the guy assigned to him, was on TV with him and everything. Miso, I believe, is a college student. He's a young man. He's only like